माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जनवल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यशोदनन्दन व्रज जनरञ्जना यमुनातीरवनचारी यमुनातीरवनचारी जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe. Jaya Jagannatha Jaya Jagannatha Baladeva Jaya Subhadra. Jaya Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai, Gauranitai, Jaya Gauranitai. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupad Brahmans Parivajikacharya Sources His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Anand Koti Vaishnavind ki Namachar Srila Haridas Thakur ki Samved Gaura Bhaktavind ki all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories to assembled devotees, all glories, all glories, all glories to Guru and Gauranga Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 22, entitled Bali Maharaj Surrenders His Life. Text number 32. Tāvat sutalam adhyāstāṁ viśvakarma-vinirmitam yad ādhayo vyādhayaś klamas tandrā parābhavaḥ nopasargā nivasatāṁ nopasargā nivasatāṁ sambhavanti mamekṣayā tāvat sutalam adhyāstāṁ viśvakarma-vinirmitam yad ādhayo vyādhayaś nopasargā nivasatāṁ sambhavanti mamekṣayā.
sutalam adhyāstāṁ viśvakarma-vinirmitam ādhayo vyādhayaś klamas tandrā upasargāḥ nivasatāṁ sambhavanti mamekṣayā tāvat sutalam adhyāstāṁ विश्वकर्मा-vinirmitam ādhayo vyādhayaś klamas tandrā parābhavaḥ upasargā sambhavanti.
Meaning and translation: tāvat, as long as you are not in the post of Lord Indra. Sutalam, in the planet known as Sutala. Adhyāstāṁ, go live there and occupy the place. Viśvakarmā-vinirmitam, which is specially created by Viśvakarmā. Yata, wherein. Ādhayaḥ, miseries pertaining to the mind. Vyādhayaḥ, miseries pertaining to the body. Cha, also. Klamaḥ, fatigue. Tandrā, dizziness or laziness. Parābhavaḥ, becoming defeated. Not. Upasargāḥ, symptoms of other disturbance. Nivasatāṁ, of those who live there. Sambhavanti, become possible. Of me. Mamekṣayā, by the special vigilance. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Until Bali Maharaj achieves the position of king of heaven, he shall live on the planet Sutala, which was made by Viśvakarmā according to my order. Because it is specially protected by me, it is free from mental and bodily miseries, fatigues, dizziness, defeat, and all other disturbances. Bali Maharaj, you may now go live there peacefully. Purport. Viśvakarmā is the engineer or architect for the palatial buildings in the heavenly planets. Therefore, since he was engaged to construct the residential quarters of Bali Maharaj, the building and palaces on the planet Sutala must at least equal those on the heavenly planets. A further advantage of these places designed for Bali Maharaj was that he would not be disturbed by any outward calamity. Moreover, he would not be disturbed by mental or bodily miseries. These are all extraordinary features of the planet Sutala, where Bali Maharaj would live. In the Vedic literatures, we find descriptions of many different planets where there are many palaces, hundreds and thousands of times better than those of which we have experience on this planet Earth. When we speak of palaces, this naturally includes the idea of great cities and towns. Unfortunately, when modern scientists try to explore other planets, they see nothing but rocks and sand. Of course, they may go on their frivolous excursions, but the students of the Vedic literature will never believe them or give them any credit for exploring their other planets. Om Ajnanti Mirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Udapat Kamalam Sri Gurum Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Shagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Savaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Shagana Lalita Sri Viśvakarmā He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapte Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Krishna Bhanu Sute Devi Paramami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarupasya Kripa Sindhupaevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschat Desatarine Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam Bhakta Rupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktyakam Namami Bhakti Saktikam. Hare Krishna to everyone. Today is Tuesday. So we are reading a very important chapter. Bali Maharaj surrenders his life. So in this text, in today's text, Lord is speaking to Bali Maharaj. So Lord here saying that you should go to Sutala. The opulences on the Sutala planet is not less than of heavenly planets. At least equal. So it is very important. Like Bali Maharaj was fighting for the 3 planetary systems. Below the earthy planets and above the earthy planets. So he was fighting with the demigods. And after that fighting, even he lost his life. So he got another life by the grace of his spiritual master, Shukracharya. And then Lord Vamanadev came in the picture. And when Bali Maharaj was doing Aswamedha Yajna for getting the prestige and strength and fame throughout all the universe, that time Vamanadev came in the position and he asked for the 3 places. Shukracharya understood that this boy is not a boy, but he is the Supreme Lord Vishnu. And he suggested Lord Bali that he is not ordinary man, so he should not give. And he also gave many niti instructions to Bali. But Bali, he was understood, although he may be God, and with his realization he accepted to donate 3 steps. And then Lord Vamanadev took the opportunity and snatched all his opulences, including himself. It is very interesting. Before this sloka, Lord Vamanadev was speaking that I have cheated him. One of the sloka, he said that I have cheated him, not me only. Now he is bereft of his spiritual master's mercy, because he denied his spiritual master as well. Now his family members are no more with him. He is completely alone. His soldiers, his kingdom, his opulences, everything is taken out from his custody. But in all those situations, he still maintained the peace of mind, tranquility in mind, and he is ready to dedicate himself and ready to surrender unto me. So because of this situation, because of this Bali Maharaj's character, Lord Vamanadev was very pleased. And then he said these paragraphs. Before this, he said another paragraph. What was? Because of his great tolerance, I have given him a place not obtainable even by the demigods. So because of the quality of tolerating this provoking situation, Bali Maharaj would please Lord. So it is also a very good message for us. Situations, circumstances, inability our ability doesn't please to the Lord, but how we act in that circumstances, situations, how we are able to maintain the characteristics of a saintly person in those tough times, that behavior pleases to Lord. Just like Bali Maharaj, he was tolerating. There are many ways to tolerate the situations. When someone is tolerating, just like in anger comes in a two way. One is a gross way, another is subtle way. When anger comes in the subtle way, that anger creates envy, hatred. And that envy, hatred create a competitive attitude. And you know, competitive attitude, what happens? Competition. Another is a gross way. Okay. In the gross way, either he will use hand or leg or strength, any form of strength. So Bali Maharaj is an ideal example of how a person should tolerate the provoking situations. Bali Maharaj, neither he was contemplating within his mind nor exhibiting any grossly act. He was completely within his core of heart satisfied and convinced whatever is happening with him is okay, acceptable. So these attitudes are really very difficult to come in a person. To acquire such kind of ability, therefore it is recommended one that at least he should live in the holy places, just like here Vaman Dev suggesting to Bali Maharaj, you go to Sutala, and that Sutala is not less than the heavenly planet. So in another way, Lord is saying the importance of places also. So that Sutala, what is the characteristics of the Sutala? The characteristics of here given is klamas tandrā parābhavaḥ. Klamas tandrā parābhavaḥ. It is free from the fatigue. Fatigue means very tiredness. Sometimes we feel very tiredness because of the effect of the environment. Sometimes whenever the people come into the temple hall, they experience a bliss like peace of mind, tranquility. Why so? Because of the effect of the environment. When they go out and in the marketplaces, we cannot get the peace of mind in the market because effect of the environment. So therefore in the Shastras it is mentioned that the first step in Krishna consciousness, the first step in self-realization or God realization is to visit holy places. Grahatat pravajito dhira punyatirtha jalaplutah saucho vivikta asino vidhivat kalpita sane. So when one is looking for the God realization or Krishna realization or self-realization, for that person that recommendation is given here, Grihnatat pravarjito dhira. One has to leave home. The first step is one has to leave home. घर में रह के नहीं होगी भक्ति. One has to leave home. the first step. If someone is looking for God realization, what is the second? Ajito dhīrah punya tirtha jalaputlatah. Second step is practice self-control. So first step, leave the home. You have built 25 crores of building, leave it. For what? If you are thinking for God realization, and that is not enough. Second step is to control or practice self-control. Self-control. This is now beginning. So what should do? Saucha vivikta asino vidhivat kalpitasane. So in the sacred places he should bath regularly and sit down in a lonely place duly sanctified. So this is the importance given here, that why a holy places have important role in a person's life. So what we'll do after doing this? The second most important step is manah yachhe, to control mind. The first step after leaving home, after controlling, after coming to the dham, the first step is control your mind. Then after, what should one do? Tatraikavayam dhayat avyachinnena chetasa. So after that, one should start meditating on the limbs of Vishnu. This is recommended. In the holy places, what one has to do? Not going to the Loi Bazaar, having a chaat masala and a bread pakoda. The given here is start meditating on the limbs of the Vishnu. And mano nirvishayam yuktva tatha kinchana na smaret. The second step is, without being deviated from the conception of the complete body, one has to meditate Lord Vishnu. He has to purify the material conception that I am body. In the dham, if one is thinking body thandi hai, kaise jayenge? So he has to leave this conception if he is really looking for self-realization. Then padam tat paramam vishnor mano yatra prasidati. Then when mind becomes free from all sense objects, there should be no other things to be thought upon. Because the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Vishnu, is the ultimate truth, the mind becomes completely reconciled in Him only. So this is what one has to do in the holy places. And the holy places, the importance of holy places are given in Shastra so many places. And if we see the Vedic literature, many people they recommended to go holy places. Even many characters, they went to the holy places. For example, Ādhayo, Dhritarashtra himself went to the holy places to leave his body. All the people who did the great austerities, even the demons, they also went to the holy places for doing the austerities to please Lord Brahma, Hiranyakashipu. They were not doing the austerity in their palaces. Now, okay, top पे चलते हैं, भजन करेंगे, भगवान प्रकट होंगे. No. One has to leave the home, go to the holy places, do their austerities. So, in this way, we see that many people, either demons or saintly people or the people or demigods, everyone was going to the holy places to experience self-realization and God realization. So similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also went to the holy places. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he was planning to go to the South India Yatra, and during that Yatra he was visiting many thousands of holy places. So let us see what holy places he went and what happened there. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was going to the South India Yatra, holy places, so he visited such as pilgrimage of Gautam Ganga, Mallikarjuna, Ahovala Narsimha, Siddhavata, Iskand Kshetra, Trimatha, Vriddhakasi, Baudhasthana, Tirupati, Tirumala, Pana Narsimha, Sivakanchi, Vishnukanchi, Trikala Hasti, Vidhokola, Siali Bhairavi, Kaveri River, Kumbhakarna Kapala, Kumbhakarna Kapala, and then Sri Rangashetra, Venkata, then where he converted a Brahman named Venkata Bhatta, Rishabh Parvatra, Paramanand Puri, he met a Paramanand Puri there. So like that, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu visited many thousands of places when he was traveling to South India Yatra. Karna, Kumbhakarna, इसमें तो ये लिखा है. So there is a one story when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was visiting to holy places. There is a Bauddha, what was the name? Baudhasthana. So when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was going to all the places and preaching the holy name Hare Krishna Mahamantra, so at one place some Buddhists, they came to know that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is preaching Mahamantra. So because Buddhists were in those areas were very strong and very influential. So these Buddhists, they came to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, defeat him, and they started arguing with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Supreme Personality of Godhead, is the father of arguments also. So he defeated him, that Buddhist. And when Buddhist was defeated, he felt insulted. Then next day he tried to pollute Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. How? That Buddhist with his disciples came with a big plate of Mahaprasad. What was that Mahaprasad? It's a meat. Meat in that plate. And he came to the Chaitanya Mahaprabhu offering as a Mahaprasad. When he was offering to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, then suddenly a big eagle, a big eagle came to, and he took that plate, from that Buddhist, and he take it and run away. And then after he throw all his non-veg Mahaprasad on his followers and plate on his head, as master of all the Buddhists. And suddenly that Buddhist, because of sharp arrow of the sharp edge of the plate, he was unconscious and fall down. Then all the disciples of that Buddhist, they started praying to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, go and speak in his ear Hare Krishna Mahamantra. All the Buddhists, they started chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and they all did in his ear Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. And that Buddhist also became the follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So whatever the many pastimes we heard about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, that happens during the South India Yatra. Therefore, we should also visit sometimes, plan for the South India Yatra. And we have done many Vrindavan Yatra, Kurukshetra Yatra, and Rajasthan, Nathdwara, and Mamekṣayā. So now it's time for South India. So similarly, we are follower of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, so we should follow Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's footsteps. Our yatra could be like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He went through walk, so we can go by train or by bus or by plane. So it depends on our strength and mercy of our parampara. So in this way, we should visit the holy places. The whole essence of this today's text is to visit the holy place and get the strength and purity of the holy place, and make our life full of austere and purifying and bliss of Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram. Thank you very much. Any comment or any feedback or anything? ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय, गौर प्रेमानंदी। प्रश्न है?
भगवान बोल रहे थे, भाई मेरी बात प्रदत्त है और मैंने अभी इस बार विश्वकर्मा से ये जो है सुतल लोग बनवाया है,